Did you ever get to use the controller in person? This is from a deleted user.
Is a deleted user correct about how shitty this controller is? Are the 5 YouTubers that are still making extensively long videos about this dumb subject looking pretty desperate? And will Jennifer Tilly allow me to finally have her babies? All these questions and more will be answered right after this. Hey, what's up, Creepers and Geekers? Chris, the Atari Creep. How is everyone doing today? I'm out on the porch. It's early morning. In fact, I'm still wearing the shirt I was wearing last night. Still trying to get enough of this in me. But I wanted to make this early while everything was quiet, and I had made the final decision. I was going to show a very intimate look of the Amico controller. I had the video. It's ready to go. And I was debating on whether or not to put it out there. I even spoke about it last night. But one dude ruined that for you guys. His name's Aldo or Albo or whatever. He proved that the internet wasn't ready, wasn't mature enough. It wasn't anything he said specifically. It's just I'm in the moment of whether or not I want to put this out there. We'll explain what it is here in a minute. Excuse me, I'm working on something. We'll talk about that too. I'll give you the progression of it, but I just want to get that out there for the people who just click, okay, and then leave. So if you ever wanted to hear anything about the Amico, my experiences, because I was starting to loosen up on the idea of actually doing like a little, like a diary video, but not in the moment, obviously, about my experience with it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Give you my honest thoughts. I wasn't gonna open the thing or show you any fucking trade secrets or anything like that, but I was getting ready to be able to talk about it and in my point of view of actually having one, and then of course the ones from the Boston event and everything. And I had a really good video ready to go, and your buddy's behavior last night showed me that a bunch of little girls just won't grow up. So I am blaming them solely for me not, they made that final decision for me last night. You will probably never, ever, ever hear me talk about, show off, unless of course there's big news, anything to do with the Amico. Again, I was warming up to just talking about it, answering questions. So how this all went down. I got a message from somebody who I don't get along with them. They're going to remain anonymous just for whatever reason. You're more than welcome to, in the comments, you know. And they said, hey, look, I know we don't get along, but there were comments made about the controller from a former Intellivision employee. Pat and Ian are reading it off in their little poo-poo podcast or whatever it's called. And he was curious if, one, I'd seen the video and I could comment on it. I said, no, I haven't seen it. I don't subscribe to them, but if you give me a link and a timestamp, I'll check it out. I'm not going to watch the whole fucking video if it's more than just that. And sure as shit, it was a deleted user. And maybe it was, what, Reddit's? I don't know. I don't do any of that stupid shit either. Claiming all kinds of things about the controller. So I said, you know what? I said, dude, make a video. And I answered them directly to them. I was like, no, this, and that. So I said, this would make a great video. And it helped usher in the idea of me talking more about the Amico on not talking about how we normally did. Just relaying my experience with it. Something that you can't refute anyway. But regardless, I decided it would make a great video. So I said, that's what's going to cap it off. So I got the controller out. And I actually discovered something really neat. And I will give you this. I haven't touched the console in probably about a month and a half. And for no other reason than I just haven't. And the controller still had 100% battery life. I don't know how the fuck that happened, but in real time, I showed that. I'm like, oh shit. It still has battery life. I'm getting ready to plug the thing in for the video. I was going to be too impatient to let it charge because that's how in the moment I work. If I let it pause, out the door it's gonna go. Fuck, where did my sandpaper go? What I did was I downloaded, or uploaded, whatever you want to call it, Pat and Ian's little clip, and it wasn't against them at all, because they were just reading something and then just having fun with it. So I can't really say that they were being, whatever. They were just being Pat and Ian, and that's fine. And I put that in KindMaster, and I chopped it up in between the comments, and then I inserted a really deep dive look at the controller. Pressing buttons, getting real close. I mean, we basically got a colonoscopy of the fucking controller. I showed you the ports, I showed you how it worked, and I showed the screen flipping around. The only thing you didn't see were the guts, because I'm not going to open this stuff up. Or me playing a game, just because I just didn't feel like fucking plugging that thing in. And when I say it had 100% charge, the console hasn't been plugged in that whole long. It's just sitting on my shelf. And then I was going to upload it. But last night in my stream, I'm saying to myself, fuck, do I do it? So I spoke about it just a little bit, but no one really talked about it too much. But your buddy Elbow was there, and he wanted to talk about teeth and all kinds of other tired bullshit. Look, I don't bug you guys about it. I don't try to get money from you. I just live in pain. It's all about money. Money and anxiety. Get over it. But he decided to have alt accounts, and I even asked him, I said, dude, it's pretty sad. How many alt accounts do you have? And then they literally created one called Alt Account 1 to come in. Sometimes he can be clever, but most of the time he's just not even clever. And if you're clever, I love it. If you're smart, I love it. But he's just a fucking, he's what we used to call a meathead. Dead from the neck up. Regardless, because of his behavior, you're never going to hear another fucking word about the Amico unless there's some kind of big grand news. Ever again. So, you guys can all thank him for that. I'm not asking you to attack the guy or anything. He is the sole reason why I have decided to just let the subject go and ignore it for the rest of my days. Once again, the internet proved I couldn't handle it. I'm working on a blaster. It's an EE3 Boba Fett style blaster in the body. I've added my own, oh look at that, oh yeah. I've added my own little touches to it, and I want it to be a pistol. This used to have like a tang here for the buttstock. It was more of a carbine style rifle, but all I had was the body, the grip, and this thing. And I'm doing my own deal with it. It's an Amico disc. One of my failed pours from the Thumb Buddies. Link down below, Etsy shop. Everybody wanted them. No one's buying them. I'm going to take them off the fucking thing to use for stuff like this. If you guys want them, get them now. This is resin I poured into a thin... This used to be where my drum sander, so my Dremel pieces used to go in. And I just poured resin into it and popped this out. Pretty cool stuff. PVC, and this right here, this, believe it or not, I made a mold of this and cast it up with a little bit of extra resin. And it's actually inserted. It was originally going to go on the edge of this, but it didn't look good. So I snuck it into this and snuck this into that and kind of chopped this up a little bit to make it. But that's what we're working on today. And right now I'd lost the original trigger and I had to pull the piece I'd made for it out. And I found it. I finally found it. It was behind the toolbox in which you were standing on right now. So, reconfiguring all this crap. So there you go, guys. I just wanted to put that out there. I apologize that some people have to be dickheads, I'm willing to be civil. I'm willing to be cool. I leave you alone, you leave me alone. I don't know why that's so hard. It's not so much that it hurts my feelings or anything. I mean, sometimes it's hurtful, but for the most part, guys, come on. You have no idea what I grew up with. You putting little emojis of teeth is not going to bother me. But last night it did because I was trying to make a very big decision. And I know it's the wrong one, but I'm going to do it anyway because of just that one individual. So if you ever wanted to hear me talk about the Amico up close and personal, your chances of that went out the fucking door, and I was literally just about to do it. So